Imagine finding a coin in your pocket that could change your life forever. Today, we're diving into the 1971 UK Elizabeth II series, the legendary 5 new pence, the elusive 2 new pence, and the rare 1 new penny. These aren't just coins, they're historical gems with shocking values that could make you rich. Stay tuned, because one of these might just be hiding in your collection. In today's video, we're uncovering the incredible history of the 1971-era UK Elizabeth II 5 new pence coin. We'll reveal the rare mistakes that slipped out of the Royal Mint, the jaw-dropping values these coins have fetched at auction, and exactly how to check if you have one hiding in your collection. Because I'll reveal the single most astonishing 1971 5p error ever discovered, a coin so rare that experts believe it could command a 7-figure fortune. The birth of the 5 new pence coin. To understand why the 1971 5 new pence is so important, we need to step back in time to decimal day, February 15, 1971. For centuries, Britain used the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. 1 pound equaled to 140 pence. But with decimalization, the system was simplified. 100 new pence equals 1 pound. But because of the rush to produce so many coins during decimalization, mistakes were inevitable. And those rare mistakes are the reason we're talking about this coin today. The 1971 error coins, wrong planchette errors. These coins can look slightly smaller, lighter, or darker in color. Values, £5,000 to £20,000, depending on rarity. Off-center strikes, the more dramatic the shift, the higher the value. Values, £1,000 to £10,000. Double strikes, collectors love these. Values, £2,000 to £15,000. Mule errors, extremely rare and highly desirable. Values, £100,000 to £500,000. Even £1 million or more. Clipped plankets, rare and noticeable. Values, £500 to £5,000. Die cracks and cuts, depending on severity, these can fetch hundreds to thousands. Why are these errors worth so much? Rarity. Billions of 5p coins were made, but errors. They slipped through in tiny numbers. Most were caught and melted down. Very few survived. Historical significance. Decimalization was a turning point in British history. Collectors love coins from 1971 because they represent that moment of change. Collector demand. Coin collectors chase uniqueness. A one-of-a-kind error coin is the ultimate prize. Condition. If the coin is uncirculated or professionally graded by NGC or PCGS, its value skyrockets. That's why a tiny 5p coin with an error can command life-changing money at auction. Famous auction sales. Over the years, rare 1971 5p errors have appeared in auctions, and the results have been jaw-dropping. A 1971 5p off-center strike sold for nearly £7,500. A wrong planchette error, a 5p struck on a smaller blank, went for £12,000. Experts believe that if a true mule error 1971 5p ever surfaced, it could reach £1 million or more. That's right, a coin you could mistake for pocket change could end up being the highlight of an elite collector's portfolio. How to spot a valuable 1971 5p. Weight and size. A normal 5p weighs 5.65 grams. If yours is lighter, heavier, or a different size, it could be a wrong planchette. Off-center designs. Check if the Queen's portrait or the thistle is shifted off to one side. Doubling. Look closely at the letters or numbers. If they appear shadowed or doubled, it could be a double strike. Missing metal. Clipped edges are a big clue. Certification. If you suspect your coin is rare, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. We'll dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1971-era UK Elizabeth II 2 new pence coin. You'll discover the history behind this coin, the rare mistakes that make it astronomically valuable, how to identify if you have one, and the record-breaking prices these treasures have fetched at auction. Because I'll reveal the single most jaw-dropping 1971 2p error ever discovered, a coin so rare it could easily command a 7-figure fortune. The birth of the decimal 2 new pence. To understand why the 1971 2 new pence coin is so important, we need to travel back in time to one of the biggest moments in modern British coinage, decimalization. This transition was massive. Billions of new coins had to be produced by the Royal Mint in preparation for the changeover. Among them was the brand new to new Pence coin. The 2p quickly became a common coin, but the rush to produce billions of coins for circulation meant errors slipped through, and those rare survivors are now some of the most valuable coins in British history. The 1971 error coins, wrong planchette errors. Some 2p coins were mistakenly struck on blanks meant for 1p or foreign coins. These wrong planchette errors are extremely rare and can sell for £5,000 to £20,000. Off-center strikes. The coin design is struck off-center, leaving a blank crescent of metal exposed. Depending on severity, these can fetch £1,000 to £10,000. Double strikes. A coin struck twice by the dies, leaving overlapping portraits or designs. Dramatic examples can reach £1,000 to £15,000. Mule errors. Imagine a 2p coin with the wrong reverse. That's a mule error. Mules are the holy grail of coin errors and can command hundreds of thousands, even millions. Clipped plankets, rare and collectible. These can sell for £500 to £5,000. Die breaks and cuts, when the dies crack or break, creating raised lumps or extra blobs of metal on the coin. Unusual examples can fetch hundreds to thousands. Famous auction sales. Let's talk about some jaw-dropping sales that stunned collectors. A rare off-center 1971 2p error sold for nearly £10,000 at auction. A wrong planchette 1971 2p struck on a 1p blank reached £15,000. Experts estimate that a genuine mule error 19,712 pence could sell for £500,000 to £1 million or more, given its rarity and historical importance. Think about that. A coin worth just 2p at face value could pay for a luxury home. How to spot a valuable 1971 error 2p. So how do you check if you have one of these rare coins? Check the weight. A standard 2p weighs 7.12 grams. Wrong plankets will weigh less or more. Look for off-center designs. If part of the coin is blank, it could be valuable. Inspect for doubling. Letters, numbers, or designs that look shadowed may indicate a double strike. Edge inspection. Errors sometimes show unusual edges, clipped or misaligned. In today's video, we're diving deep into the world of the 1971 error UK Elizabeth II 1 new Pence coin. We'll uncover its history, reveal the rare errors that slipped through the Royal Mint, and show you how ordinary-looking pennies have stunned collectors at auction with unbelievable values. And trust me, you'll want to stay right until the end, because I'll reveal the single most shocking 1971 1p error ever discovered. A coin that could be worth a seven-figure sum. The story of the 1 new Pence. To understand why this coin is so important, we need to travel back to decimal day, February 15, 1971. For centuries, Britain had used the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence. 1 pound equaled to 140 pennies. It was complicated, outdated, and difficult for younger generations and international trade. The Royal Mint struck billions of new coins to prepare for this massive shift. Among them was the smallest of the new bronze coins, the 1 new Pence. The 1971 error coins, wrong planchette errors. These errors are rare and highly collectible. Values, £5,000 to £25,000. Off-center strikes. The more dramatic the shift, the higher the value. Values, £1,000 to £10,000. Double strikes. Values, £2,000 to £15,000. Mule errors. These are astronomically rare. Potential values, £100,000 to £500,000. Or even £1 million plus. Clipped plankets. Collectors love these. Values, £500 to £5,000. Die breaks and cuts. When a die breaks during striking, coins may show raised lumps or cracks of extra metal. Dramatic examples can reach hundreds or thousands. Why these errors are so valuable. Rarity. Billions of 1971 1p coins were made, but error coins represent a tiny fraction, and most mistakes were destroyed. Historical significance. Decimalization was a turning point in British history, and coins from that year are already iconic. Collector demand. Coin collectors prize rarity and uniqueness. A one-of-a-kind error is the ultimate find. Auction highlights. Let's talk about some famous examples and jaw-dropping values. A 1971 1p off-center strike sold for nearly £6,000 at auction. A wrong planchette 1p, struck on a foreign blank, went for £12,000. Experts estimate that if a true 1971 mule error 1p were discovered, it could sell for £500,000 to £1 million or more. Imagine a coin worth a single penny at face value, transformed into a collector's dream, worth a house, a luxury car, or even a retirement fortune. How to spot a rare 1971 1p. Check the weight. A normal 1p weighs 3.56 grams. If it's heavier, lighter, or off-color, it could be a wrong planchette. Look for off-center designs. A shifted portrait or reverse design means possible value. Inspect for doubling, letters or numbers that appear shadowed or duplicated. Check the edges. Clipped or missing metal is a strong indicator.